Okay, we're back and we're going to talk about meditation from when I was 19 to 21. I didn't know anything about meditation. I didn't know what meditation was. Actually, I guess you could say I started meditating when I was 13. Uh, the first instance of my meditation when I was 13. Again, that I know nothing about, no witchcraft. I don't know nothing about no New Age movement. I don't know anything about no third eye at this time at the age of 13. So what I did was I just went to the bed, the edge of my bunk bed. I went down to I sat down on the edge of my bunk bed with my feet crossed, and I sat there crisscross applesauce like in school, like how they have you do when the teacher's reading a book. So I did that, and I thought, okay, I needed a break. So I just wanted to see how far I could listen. That's usually what I do. I do that to see if I can hear anything from God. That's basically me connecting to God. I listen to very subtle sounds and birds and seeing if I can hear anything of nature, dog, any animal, wind pick up and blow, um, anything. So I did that, and I guess my stepbrother thought I was asleep, which he says that I was asleep, but to me, I was still awake. And he said, no, you was asleep. You've been there for like an hour. And to me, I heard the TV, I heard him, I heard everything that was going on. But that's what I was focusing on anyway, was hearing things. Um, and I do this just to calm down. A lot of times, when from 13 to 16, we had a trampoline out in the back of my dad's house, and I would go out to the backyard at nighttime during warm nights, and I would sit there and on the trampoline, laying down like this, just laid out like a star or X or whatever, and sprawled out like that, and then I would just look up at the sky, and I would just let my mind go blank, try to forget about everything, and I would just focus on the stars, and I would just wait, see if I could see a shooting star or something, but I wouldn't think of anything. All I would do was sit there. I would up my senses. I would just up my senses, up my sense of smell, up my sense of taste, up my sense of feeling the air, tasting the air, smelling the air. Sometimes the air smells different, like in other parts of my lifetime, which is weird, but I mean, I can smell that. Sometimes, I would up, and of course, I always up my sense of hearing. I would listen to as far as I can, Every animal in a tree, every wind blown, every animal. I listen to everything. Rock drop, a rock move. Something fall from a tree. I listen to everything. From that was like 13 to 16, and then about 19 to 21, I decided to calm down. I never really called this meditation. I didn't know it was meditation. I just called it connecting to God. Basically, that's what I thought. That's what I always felt it was. I No Christians taught me this. They were connecting to God as praying, but I mean, I don't. I mean, they connect to Jesus. They not necessarily to God. And I've hardly ever connected to Jesus. I've always connected to God. I mean, I don't know. I have a hard time with that. So, what I would do is, so what I did at this age, 19 to 21, what I did at this age was I went outside underneath a flag, and I sat there, and it had these cinder blocks all around, and I sat on the cinder blocks with like a plant behind me, and I sat there, and it was early morning. I just woke up, brushed my teeth, washed my face, and I went outside. I think I drank some water. I drank some water, went outside, and I wanted to hear God again. Hearing God in the sense of hearing Him, hearing His energy in nature. By hearing His energy, listening to the wind is His energy. Listening to all the animals, the plants is His energy. Listening to drops of rain is His energy. Listening to the quietness of no disturbance from any human and only listening to nature only outside, feeling it, tasting it, smelling it. So what and hearing it. So what I ended up doing was I think I was there for like an hour and a half just sitting there, crisscross applesauce, like they say in school. And you sat there crisscross applesauce, and I just had my hands like I just kind of had them like this. I don't know. I had them like a circle. All I was trying to do was maybe bring some energy that he put in the earth into my stomach. Kind of like feeding my stomach because I didn't eat breakfast, so I was just feeding my stomach with energy, and so that I can have a boost of energy. That's usually how I have a lot of energy, is by doing that. A lot of people say, "Oh, you had a lot of energy. You have a lot of energy, because you're young." Well, I have a lot of energy because of gathering it, basically, in my stomach. Just hold it like a circle, like that. Put it next to it right here, right where your belly button is. Hold it right there, and you sit down crisscross applesauce, and you close your eyes, and you listen, and you focus everything in. Now, when I was doing that, and I just imagined a bunch of energy coming in, I don't know, like 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 a stream of like golden light, and like the sun. I always envisioned the sun as being the energy. It's the most potent. You can feel it from miles away, and I just focus on the sun's energy that all the plants use to feed off of. I just take that energy into myself. That's what I do. So basically, when I did that for like an hour and 30 minutes, I started hearing the grass grow, and it sounded like Rice Krispies treat cereal and some milk. They'll make those little pop sounds. That's what I heard. And then in my head, like I located like an ant mound, and there was ants going in and out of this mound when I actually checked it. So that was really something weird. It wasn't weird. It was cool. Not weird. A lot of people be weird, but to me, it's just another paranormal thing. And this stuff is instinct. I do it off of instinct, so it's like I know it in my body already, and so I just somehow do it because I know that it's possible, and I believe it is possible. And it just believing something and knowing something is like two different things. Like I already knew it was possible, so I just did it because no one ever told me any different, and I knew it was possible. I didn't have to like have faith that it was possible, like believing in something that you don't know. You know what I'm saying? This one I know, so I don't know. I have it in me to know this it's real, so I do it. Let's see if I can think of any instances of meditation. Well, pretty much after that, I stopped meditating for. No, I didn't. Sometimes I would go to the park like after that, around age 24 through 27. I would go to, when I would fish, I'd go fishing. I'd sit there and I'd fish, and when there's no kids around to disturb me or nothing to disturb me, at a park when I'm fishing, I just do the same thing. I up all my senses, feel everything, taste everything, smell everything, see everything, hear everything. That's the best I could do. I do that a lot there. Sometimes at a park, before I exercise and I run laps, I'll do the same thing. I'll sit on the top of a hill in front of the sun because I like to feel the sun's warmth, and I like it to shine on me so that I get some of its energy, And I do the gathering energy in my stomach. It's like, you eat, you feed your stomach. So I just figure the same analogy, and I just feel my umbilical cord where it used to be. That's where I figured to feed it because that's where I first started out eating from. From your mother's womb. When you're in the in your mom's stomach or whatever, in the placenta, you eat through the umbilical cord. So I just take it all the way back to the beginning when it comes to gathering energy that way. And then I'd be prepared to run, and I would be running like shoot, 3 hours straight. I'd be able to jog for 3 hours and I'd be good. I'd be sweating. I got a really good workout, you know. And I do squats on the trees or whatever. I'd be next to the trees on the sidewalk, and I'd hit like one squat on every tree, one squat on the tree, next one, you know, sprint to the next tree, another squat. But I'd be doing that for like 3 hours. Have enough energy to do so from the energy gathering. At least that's how I do it. But now, you know, it seems like I'm relearning everything. Because I got a lot of blockages from a lot of things that happen, and they hold you back, you know. And the blockages didn't come from people. It was fear, and the blockages came from church. They basically stopped me from doing everything, which is pretty messed up. So when I first went to church, you know, I was looking for training in my spiritual abilities. Was looking to get stronger. I was looking for training. And my intention to connect with God is for looking for training, not to have it gotten rid of. It's pretty messed up. And when I did that, it's like it took all my learning that I already knew out of me. So, oh, it's weird. It's weird. All right, I'll talk more about that later, though. So that's going to be it for this video.